Hello everyone and welcome back to a lovely afternoon of some TFT. We'll be seeing if we can get out of gold 3. We kind of took 2 steps backwards and then 1 step forwards last time, so hopefully it can be a bit better. I hope that everyone's had a lovely dinner or is preparing one. Considering the time, it can be 50-50 to be honest. I'm definitely a person who likes to have my dinner a bit early, so could be the case. But yeah, we'll get the game popping and we'll see what we can find. As for builds, I did like going for that corpo last time, so I might try to force that again. I say force it, but it's not necessarily good to force it like I did, although I have found I've gotten a little bit more success this season by forcing stuff than I have previous season. So that may be what we just keep on doing. Other than that, a wild card was definitely good. It's not overly powerful, but it seems like with wild card, if you get a decent run with it, you will generally at least be in the top 5, if not third, which essentially will help you out a lot because, well, you don't lose LP that way, so you are climbing. So sometimes you don't have to always aim for first. You can go for what you need. But as long as you're climbing, that's kind of the main point. That being said, going for ridiculous builds and that could be quite fun as well. Yeah, we'll have to see when the game pops and go from there. I've been looking through a bunch of... I really should get the season pass. It does have a lot of cool stuff in it, to be honest. But I don't know why, but with the battle, I just have a allergic reaction to battle passes. They just no. Like, there's a lot of good stuff that I can get in here, but I feel like it's a little bit pricey. Honestly, League battle passes. That being said, there is the one with the Briar, what looks like it could be pretty cool. That also is a little bit more expensive as well, but wouldn't mind getting a better looking in. Not that I don't dislike my pony. My ninja pony. But there definitely is a lot of very cool ones out there. Alright, let's hopefully we get a good start. Solid, we'll keep it flexible for what we're going for, but Corpo definitely seeming like it would be one of the better ones. I've been debating doing another amp. I haven't done an amp in a while. I've heard that that's actually gotten a pretty big buff at the moment, so that could also be a possibility. I did enjoy amp when I played it about 3 or 4 patches ago. Yeah, fair enough. See what items we get, and then we can make a bit of a better decision from there. Just stay freestar. Boom bots don't really want... I mean, I could go for boom bots, to be honest. Bots can be pretty fun if you get it rolling properly. Especially with that big Cho. I mean, I'll kind of just grab a bit of everything there and just go from there. Don't really have to worry about anything. No use stacking gold just... Give me some more item components, please. Oh, interesting. No items though, so that's actually very unfortunate. Well, I mean, gonna just give that to me. I guess I'll just. Oh yeah, it's free. I don't know why I was thinking I could put one on there. I mean, is it a Golden Ox run then? Golden Ox could definitely be viable. I have it starting off pretty quick. I only have... I have a couple things this can't really be... So... After... I mean, that's a bit of a wild card, to be honest. Ooh. Back. No. Just gonna go that. Let's stick on what we're doing. Don't need to go too crazy. Probably would have been good to spend some gold but we're gonna go for golden ox this run by the looks of it. We don't really have everybody else we need for it, but we definitely have some pieces. I want to sell these so I can get to my 10 gold. I do not. I don't really need anybody here, so I'll just sell them all. I'm fine to lose streak it a little bit. Technically, I wouldn't necessarily want to be doing that with golden ox, but we'll just roll with the punches for the moment. Yeah, I do want the Mundo. I can't directly use him right now, and I don't feel a blank. I don't really see a point to spending any gold. I mean, I could, but I want to stay at this break point for right now, and we'll go from there. Yeah, you're right. I haven't really scouted. That is definitely something I've got to do. Definitely do it after this next run. This person could be going for a golden ox as well. He's got 2 good units already, just hasn't got the graves. Which I'm fine to be losing this round. We take the losses as we get. That's an interesting finish. I can definitely use that vein combo very well with everybody, which actually works very well. I could spend to try to stack that, but I don't need to at the moment, and I was supposed to be scouting. Oh, that looks dangerous. Okay, nothing. Nope, no. Well, we have somebody going marksman, which might be a bit dangerous. Cruiser? Okay, nobody going golden ox. A few golden ox units though that I can see are being picked up, which is not ideal. I definitely don't have a deep enough knowledge to be like, oh, they're going for that build. They're definitely going to be taking that unit later on. I was just mainly speaking about my 1s and 2s. I definitely would like to get one of my 1 stars at the front a bit more beefier so they can tank a bit better. But I'm actually wanting to lose this, so can you please kill me? Please kill me. Please kill me. Please trigger your ult. Thank you. Perfect loss. Guess the best thing I could probably grab from here would be... Yeah, let's just go for a belt. I can use the belt into an item, into the barracks, which is very important. I just need to get a sword. Realistically, I could have grabbed the sword and I could have got a bloodthirster rolling straight away. Technically, a bow can also get another good item rolling straight away, but pretty chill with what I've got. I don't have any reason to try to spend gold right now. I don't need any of those items. I don't really focus too much on any of the tanks. Just position that a little bit there. What is this person will be interesting. They've got, oh no, that's actually just because of the glove. Glove can be a pretty powerful item, to be honest. Although it's a very big wildcard item. Yeah. Wondering where my Alistars are. Should still lose, and I should hopefully take a few of them out before I lose, so kind of the sweet point. Continue to lose streak for a little while. Take out that Alistar, good. One more Alistar going down wouldn't be bad. I don't think I'll get it. Yes, I got it. Could have given me gold though, that would have been nice if it actually gave me some gold. I want to spend that or stay at... I will spend it. I mean, hovering around 30 is kind of what you're supposed to do. Good level up here, but I don't necessarily want to survive. Well, I don't want to get rid of the lose streak, so I'm fine just keeping everything chill. I like to get my board to a possible winning state through, depending on what sort of items I get. So I might accidentally win this. He needs to throw his ult out, kill me, that's good. I think he should win this. Yeah, he'll win it. I was a little nervous about that one, to be honest. Yeah, Mundo getting stacked up is good, even though he's somebody who's going to be rolling out as soon as I find my next options. I have no reason to really level at the moment, so I'll focus on those on the next round. I can throw her in over her because they both give me the Slayer and Mundo's still holding down. I don't want yous. Okay, now if I think about it, I get just one more gold. No. If I got one more gold, I was going to level then, but... pretty much just want to get to that point and don't do it. Item wise, that's very bad for me. Bad. That is not good, actually. Did not need a second belt there. Normally I want a second belt, but this time I don't. Actually, I should have swapped the Mundo around so he started getting attacked first. Oh, still a good item for her. I didn't get a single sword there. Sword would have been very nice. Release a rod to get bloody gun the Ravengers. Yeah. That is a scary cat. Let's see, what do we want here? I mean, I could choose. Only want that. No. That's very interesting, but no. I mean, not really ideal in any situation, but better than nothing. Was supposed to pop that. Let's just do it anyway. Let's do these ones with the level. Well, with the roll, since I'll level up anyway next run. Actually, I'm holding on to a lot of gold that I shouldn't be, so I'll probably try to fix that. gonna throw that on you, even though that's probably pretty helpful for her. I should start to win a few at this point. I technically wouldn't be against lose streaking for a little bit longer. But I'm starting to turn it around a little. Yep. Take advantage of the lose streak goal for a tad bit longer. Nothing more I can do there. If I bring him in, doesn't bring me any benefit at the moment. And any. Yep, I'll just chill how I've got it. Don't need you. And I'll just keep on stacking this pot. I could realistically roll and level more, but I want to just focus on stacking the golden ox benefit. That's kind of all that you've got to do. Looks like I haven't got enough to start winning just yet. I do need a 2-star Graves. I should probably do another scout just to make sure nobody's contesting me, actually. My items definitely aren't ideal as well. Anybody I want here? A Vex could be nice. Item wise, board. You know, I can use the fist, I just can't use it straight away. The fist does build into this, what I do need, which I would have been able to build if I hadn't built that other item, but I am fine with that because the other item is usable. If not, actually no, I can build it straight away as well. I forgot that I've got Graves on that. Now I have to think about it, that item is very useful in this build. Yeah, I'll build it straight away. I don't see any harm to that. Focus on the level again. Alright, I'll naturally level up next round. And then I'll just use the re-rolling on 7 to see if I can stack up some of the champions I need. I want to try to get Graves free. Don't need bench somewhere. Move everything to the... I'll keep it how it is right now. It works. Damn, that dude's on a win streak. On a massive... Alright. We want to start winning soon so I can stop the bleeding. As much as this losing gold has been ideal. It's time for that to stop. Which I feel like stopping at 62 health is good. I could have gone a little bit further, but 62 I reckon is good. I didn't level, but I can force it. Yeah, I don't necessarily want any, but I can get that to 6, so when in Rome. Right, who should you be replacing? Guess you'd be replacing though, but he's one of my only 2-star frontliners. I kind of want him to stay there for him. To get him in up would put him... Yeah. Not too worried about it at the moment. I should be able to win a few rounds. I need to get that blood first though. Oh. That's not good. Her ult's a savage. Oh, Tibbers! Tibbers! That is what we're talking about. I mean, I can keep rolling. Yeah, let's roll. I don't want to go too much further. That's as far as I wanted to go because I just wanted to get the pot. I did go a little bit further than I wanted. And I do want those two champions, so I'm gonna lock that actually.
Mess with the bull and you get the horns.
What are we getting here? Oh, beautiful. Okay, with that, I guess we can focus on doing some more. I need on the board, people on the board. Definitely want over any rolling. I don't really want you. Use you. Okay, that was good. Do need to keep on rolling just because I need to hit the break point. Could use it for leveling though. Don't need any anymore, so I'm gonna ditch her. Item wise, I didn't get anything I wanted there. Oh. Okay. Thought that was going to go a little bit worse than it was going, but we managed to bring it back around. I've got a lot of good pieces of the components that I need, but nothing that I can use straight away. That's not bad, but I don't get it. What would be the... I might be a little bit more reckless than I would. Oh. Okay, I can't really be doing that. Let's just put some points into levels to reach that break. That goes against all my instincts not just to instantly click on one of them as soon as I see it. I mean, I don't need Zac. Shouldn't. No, Zac is good just to stack. I do need both of those. I need him more at 3 than the other one. Although... It'll do. Not inherently anything I want to directly do at the moment. Getting to level will get any on the field, which will definitely be boon. However, so I'll get Vex on the field. Rolling some to get Zac stacked. Oh, I forgot to move those over. They should be fine actually. They're in a safe enough position. Yep, that put me into a good position just to get straight into the back line here. Yeah. Probably wasn't good enough. Oh no, it's fine. They can take her. I should have swapped those items over. Oh, that was way too close for comfort. Who do I want here? Item wise, I want either a sword or a sword or cloak would be. No characters that I really want here. Oh, no, there isn't. I'll go for the cloak just because it has the higher cost champion that I can sell for gold. Plus, I feel like I've gotten more cloaks than swords, so I should have a high chance to get to sword. Although a bow there would have. Okay, come on. Alright, I'll just use the rest of the gold just to focus on the level. Actually, will put me 2-8, which is good and bad at the same time. Just gives me slightly less chance for the champions I want. I guess I could throw you on there since I will be making an item with you anyway. I do need to get a few swords. Swords would be very ideal right now. Ah, damn, that item on her actually works very well. That is a pretty strong item. I definitely don't utilize the artifacts as much as I... Well, that's interesting. Not that I inherently want any of them. I don't. Let's just roll down. I feel like I got nothing from that just then. I'm not nowhere near my breaking point. If I spend the gold, I'm gonna bit of a bad position. No, I had to do it. I had to reach that breaking point. Not a good idea. Probably going to be hurting now for the rest of the game. And now if I look at it, my position is not actually that good. I definitely need those items. Which is good that we've just hit this round and we're going to get this breaking. Let's just get some of this going. So you definitely want to be holding on to that. He also wants to be holding on to that. I don't necessarily want to... Actually, I don't inherently need him. If I can get him to free, it would be good, but I'm not going to try to hold on to that hope. Give me a sword. I can't. Damn it. Not something I can use. I don't really care about most of you. Item wise, I can make that. That's perfect. Right, that will do. That will. I have a few dozen items that I should think about figuring out. Can you be made into anything I need? I would like to get a giant for my Aphelios on the side. Oh my god, what just happened to that Aphelios? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a big roll here. Hopefully get this Zac stacked up a bit more. Your person. I'm not gonna try that. Try that. I'm not getting a lot of Zac blob. Oopsie daisy. That was almost dangerous. Yeah, I guess Vex can actually go pretty good with some of these. Let's just add a bit of AP damage in here. So I think a lot of people are defending against AD at the moment, so that AP can... Nah, that's me dead. Dead before I even realized it. Damn it. I thought I was going pretty decent there, but apparently not. I definitely kind of zoned in and just became oblivious to everything else. Oh well. What can you do? Well, you cannot do that. Alright, we'll jump in and get into another one. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been experiencing with Golden Ox a lot lately, which is strange because I swear I didn't see anything about them in the patches. But I guess other people might have just gotten stronger that kind of overshadowed them. That or else I just played that absolutely terribly. Because I didn't really want to get Graves 3-star, and I possibly could have tried pushing it a little bit harder. I did get him pretty close there and got very unlucky, but I was rolling at 8, not 7. Which can definitely be the situation that will break your game. Hopefully get a, wouldn't say a better lineup, but we definitely will go for something different. I called the Graves early, thought that I could go for that, but realistically you kind of want to win streak that one at the beginning, it feels nowadays. If you don't win streak it at the beginning, you don't really go too well. Although I could have also stacked the early parts of that. I love that Penguin Yasuo. That is great. That is actually great. Alright. Yeah, that Penguin Yasuo right there. That is pure gold right there. Of course, the Briar. I definitely would like to get that one. It's out of a lot of the chibi skins that I see. There's ones that I'm like, yeah, don't really care for. But that one is definitely one of the ones I care for, considering I don't even really apparently like the character itself. So actually learning how to play Briar could be pretty fun. She seems like a pretty deep character. I don't think she has many people who play her. But to be fair, I kind of stopped playing the main game of League around, well, before her release, so I broke free of the shackles of our restraints and stopped playing Norms or Ranked. Only really played Howling Abyss. Just because it's nice and peaceful, and yeah, you can still have very toxic games. But the toxic doesn't last for as long. I do wish they brought back the arcane bridge that they had on there, though. That was so good. That was such a better one, because it also made assassins more viable with just like little alleyways on the side. The bushes were spaced in a pretty interesting position, and you had that hidden alleyway that people could be hiding in. The other thing that was bad about it is the heals were in a bit of a close position. Personally, I wish that they would add like a bunch more maps for ARAMs, and then just have it possibly either people vote on the maps or they get randomized, so every ARAM you don't know what map you're gonna get. It would add like another element to it to make it fun, but it may be one of the game modes, maybe the second game mode, but they kind of have forgotten about it a bit. Kind of just leave it off to the side. But I do believe that it'd be very fun. Right, taking us a moment to load in here. Somebody's got a potato. Not me for once. Alright, what do we got here? Alright. Vote to split or vote to increase. Fair enough. What do we want here? I mean, I'll see if I can get that going, but I'm not gonna force it. I mean, might force it. Interesting. Reviews. As well just buy them just so I can keep a bit of flexibility. The Anima Squad one could be fun. I do like doing that. We'll see what we can get going here. item-wise, not too spectacular. I
Put a dent in 'em.
mean, a Vi is pretty nice.
Support for the cause.
And not, I don't really need to be setting up to verse somebody. That was just. I really want to get Oppo going. I have got items I can use.
Yeah, teamwork.
Yes. Okay, let's just do that. It's a usable item regard. No. Marksman Emblem, I don't really like. Depending on what I get, that could be pretty fire, actually. Interesting. Okay. Can I make something work with? Okay, let's do that. What's that? Wonder if I could go twisted. And I might be able to get a Vi 3 going pretty early, so going for this corpo might actually be viable. I do need to get a LeBlanc and a Draven pretty quickly though. What else could I go for? I do have a Twisted 2, so I could go for card. But I wouldn't be able to utilize my Vi then, at least later on. I don't really need the Seraphine, so I should have probably sold her. Sell her. I mean, could have probably kept the Jaxes. I know I can use the Jaxes later on in this, actually. We'll sell that just so I start stacking that. Other than that, there's not really much more. I mean, I can utilize this. I will think even Shroud can be pretty usable on Vi. Not that it'd be what I'd want on her finalize. Well, I wouldn't really want anything on her finalize, actually. Oh, I thought that this was very winnable. I mean, possibly? Nah. Damn it. I wanted the win streak this beginning part. I was hoping with that it would help me do it. Probably been better off just throwing the Vi out front, to be honest. Having 2 of them on the field. Getting a level would be nice, but I need to spend down to it, which isn't. Since I've already lost, I'm just going to let it kind of roll how it's going to roll until the carousel, and then we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping on the carousel we can get a Draven, and then we have a higher chance of getting a LeBlanc going forward. Did just get a sword, which I can. Let's do that. Very usable indeed. Although I do need to get a bow on the carousel, would be nice. Getting a. I keep on mental blanking items. Rage Blade, yeah. When your mind just spaces. Nice. Alright, we have a LeBlanc here. We don't have any Draven. We do have the bow up there. LeBlanc doesn't have a good item. That is no longer a factor. Okay, the item that I wanted is now no longer a factor. I guess I'm gonna go for his regular old sword. Although the belt could have also been very usable as well, actually. So it's a bit of a 50-50 to be honest. Yeah, let's just vote to cash out. Let's see where this rolls. Okay. Vote to increase the pot. I want this. Yeah, I can combine that with either a tier or a cloak. I think that's all. Yeah, that is all. Which is like super viable at least. And it would be really nice to get her 3-star. I just need 2 more of her, but I'll need to roll pretty savage for it, I reckon. What is this person pinging? Ooh, fun. Looks like he's got a pretty good golden ox going. Ideally, I need to get this corpo going. It is a very good, just in general, good bunch of characters. Corpo. Cool. Love to see it. Good. No. I was debating I could roll for it. See what I kind of get. But, I mean, won't roll for it. I have a bunch of new items and money coming up next. There's no point to it. If I win this, I win this. If I lose this, which by the looks of it, I will more than likely win it. That LeBlanc at the back is making me a little nervous though, but I feel like if I get Vi just locked onto her, I'll be good. I don't think I'm... Oh no, I'm fine. I have 2 good sources of damage. I'm so happy that that doesn't stun. I don't know why, but whenever I see LeBlanc just throwing that out, I'm always like, that gonna stun me. But we are all good. Okay. Not really much more we can do other than just wait for these minions. Moon dude's going really good. He was the one who actually got rid of my streak, which was very annoying. Which I at least... Oh, beautiful. I mean, that will give me a 2-star on him, so that's usable. That's not usable though. Neither is that usable. Yeah, I can use that. Doesn't give me anything right now though. Support for the cause. Yeah, there's no reason to spend money. Nothing can combine with the sword at the moment. Yeah, I either needed a tier or a cloak. Somebody needs to target that Graves, please. Once they die, yep, perfect. Graves has been targeted. They just need to kill him within a speedy manner. Yeah, I'm still got the loss though. Oh, nah, I've got the loss. With those items, she's going to outscale the TF even if she is a 1. Ooh. Oh, I've got it. Okay, I fully understood. I've got this still. Now this is always a bit of I do like that, but I don't need it. No, none of that's. Yeah, let's just do that for now. It'll give me a good amount of power spike. It's not really the best item in the world. So I have a few people who it can still be used on pretty well. If I get another level, I should have a much higher chance to get the people I need, and I'll actually get this corpo rolling. Not having it going yet is quite bad. I'm thinking with that glove, it should help me win these next few rounds. So it could be on a much better person. I don't want to get that Viceroy, and having it on her will probably be pretty good. Yep, I've lost this round. Cool. That is not what you want. Right. Cool. That is actually very usable. Yeah, that'll be that'll go good. He's actually got some pretty nice items on him right now, so just need to find my Draven. Damn, this penguin's still... Was he the one who killed me earlier, actually? That means that he's the one who's got rid of my win streak every time. It might have been. I'll have to watch that back. Oh, that person just won as well. That's not good. Got a cake in the face. Is there anybody I want here? Technically, yes. Item wise, sword not usable. Need eyes at a bow or cloak. One more thing. What was? Oh, let's go for the bow anyway. It's got the highest cost champion. Yeah, there was one more thing that could have combined with that, wasn't? Oh no, it was just that. It was a tier. Yep, tier. When I would normally vote to get that, but considering that I can now do this, I don't really see a point to that now. Yeah, that's at least going to allow me to start stacking. I'll hold off on that for now. A roll. I did roll. Actually quite usable, but I don't need to put him on the field. Oh no, it will get me to 4 actually. Yeah, I will do that. I'll swap him in Cogmore out. Yeah, I'll swap him in Cogmore out. Even though he's only 1 and it does hurt my soul a little bit. I haven't found another Vi, which is... Trying a strong economy up to 8 and then go from there. Right. It gives me a much better situation. I'm gonna put him just on the side to see if he can distract people. I don't know whether that would be quite on that. Wouldn't mind keeping this for a fire. Honestly, I guess I'll be keeping you for barracks. I don't really know why I'm keeping. Can't really be used for too much at the moment. But yeah, we'll just let it roll like that. I could have used some to level. Damn. Need my tank to actually get a bit more, get tanky to be able to hold. No. That's not how this is going. I mean, don't really need much. Get some real good items through this. What are we getting? Actually usable. Not usable. For a few re-rolls, which is thing, no items that I want other than here. Right, so I want to hold on to a tier. I want to hold on to that. Technically everything else other than that can be swapped out. Yeah, you are right. I'm not really that good with cyber at the moment. I got it pretty late into the game, to be honest, the full combo. Should hopefully get at least 5. Although I definitely need to fix up this item situation. Let's just do that and I'll re-roll the items and hopefully I'll get something usable. On here. I don't really like that. I don't like too much random in there. That can actually be really overpowered if it's used properly. I just don't. Yeah, I'll give it a try actually. I'm not too good at using it, to be honest though. At that case, I need to focus on. Let's do this. He can turn into a Vi, that would be very nice. Pros on here. I mean, when in Rome, I can actually use this cloak as well. Not for anything straight away though. Slaughter. Definitely need to change a few things up. I haven't got my damage dealers, so I feel like I kind of need to force the roll, but I do want to get to 8 before I do that. Ooh. Ooh. We'll stick with it. Keep on saving. There we go. That's a good power boost. I do want to give Brave one of those items. I need to hold off for a second. No, I have enough. There we go. That's going to put Draven into a really nice position. Definitely need to get another Vine. I should be thinking about somebody I can actually replace the current 2-star Vi that I have on my bench with. Yeah, I've almost had 3 Vi since the beginning of this game and just have not found it. To be fair, I haven't been rolling for it though. Just die. Right. Guess a sword would be good. Go for the sword. The tier could be nice, because then I could make a blue buff for when I get Zed, but at this point I'm not really getting Zed. Although I'll throw her on here, that way I can combo that pretty well. I have a few dozen people who need to be taken off the board as well. Oh, that's exactly what we wanted. Beautiful. Which... Alright, how am I going to play this? There isn't many 2-stars that I can go. Well, actually, I will do that still. I don't want to use my... I'm going to need to wait until I get a Z to take the items off of Vi and then put them on the Z once I get him. And then move Vi to get that. To get this, which I reckon will be... Oh no, I actually don't need him for later on, so I can sell him just to get it, so I don't need a... I should have repositioned onto the left. Dang. Seems to be the trend lately. I lose my first 2 dozen games that I start and then actually start to hit a bit of a stride. Trying to use a viable. That. Still usable. No. Okay, that should make my situation a bit better. Got to think about getting a 2-star. Actually, no, I don't need the Twisted on here, so I can rotate Twisted onto there. I feel like will be the best bet. Okay, that's definitely helped my front line a lot, although that stun was brutal. Yep, I'm not going to be able to get... Damn it. Ugh, okay, I can't take another loss. I need to roll down. Okay. Not gonna really say no to that. Kind of just need to take it at this point. I'm gonna see what I can do actually, just yeah, I'm gonna want to give... I mean, I could try rolling it a couple more times actually. Sadrani, yes. Yeah, I need to... Items up. Let's get some tank items. Let's have some fun with that, I guess. Okay. Reckon. Want to keep that. I'll give that a try. Can't really say that that's going to be super effective, but we'll give that an attempt. Okay, let's see how that goes. That should hopefully keep me out of the death situation. Although it is scattering around his damage, that can always be a bit of a wild card. But it's looking like it's definitely turned stuff around. I do have a few more, so I could randomize. But if I get a flicker, that could be very powerful. What do I want here? Here, let's do that. I have to think about it. She might do pretty good with those items as well, actually. So I am happy keeping the items where they are. Okay. This can do, this can do. Okay, that's good. Definitely need to get a few more 2 stars randomizing on here, like actual full 2 stars. Can't help but feel like I should be doing a little bit more. Should be trying to re-roll this a bit more. It is good. Not good for him. Roll it on him for now. I'll re-roll it in a second. That can be made into a few useful items as well. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have... No, I'll keep the rage on him, actually. I was thinking it's probably better to have the other one on him. That way he's triggering his ult a bit more, but... getting him firing quickly, I reckon, should be the game plan here. That being said, there's one more... I can't remember its name right now, but there's one more artifact that would go fire on him. I mean, character-wise and armor-wise, that's my best bet. We'll just tank up the Sejuani a bit more, maybe. I'll see what this rolls into it when I do my 2 attempts. Vote to cash out, like always. You know what, let's see what I get when I roll. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. That's actually quite usable. What do I want? I want to get a 2-star going. But I can roll. Another 3-star rolling would also be good. Need to be careful because I'm not exactly the most healthiest person in this field. So one misstep and I'm completely gone. I think I've got a pretty nice front line now. I have a pretty nice chance to get a Draven 3. Oh no, he needs to die. That's okay, thank god. That shows part of somebody who's dead now. They are no longer a threat to me. Alright, we're bringing this back around a bit. Nothing. Getting a 4-star on there going would... So pushing to 9. Also not a bad idea. I saw that. I missed. That was in my own head. That's not good. Oh, 4 poppy. Oh yeah, they have that. That should be fine. That actually is given via a lot of tanks, so I'm not really too scared of my front line. And with fish bones, that's kind of the main dangerous part about it. If you don't have a strong front line, the scattered damage will get you killed because he's not focusing on anybody. But it's also good because the scattered damage will just fly to the back line and take him out. Which also technically works very well with his ult, now if I think about it. Ooh. Got the last minute clutch.
Topple their forces.
Gonna roll down some more. Yeah, that's as far as I want to go. The Dwani would be interesting. I mean, that gives me another one of you, but I don't need... Gonna put in too many things in one basket. I do need that spot. I can't say that's the smartest thing in the world, but I feel like that will help. Yes. Beautiful. Alright, I need 4 in here. 4 or 3s.
I must not fall.
4 or 3s would be the best. I'm gonna buy them even though it's not the smartest in the world. I mean, it would be nice if these do trigger on to give me just like a little blank. Which I just realized there was already one there. Oh no, no, that's not good. Alright. GG. I thought I was out well earlier than that, so I managed to at least hold on to it, keep some LP. But... okay, 3rd place. Good, we even went better than I thought. Not much you can do. Alright. Well, I didn't scout at all that game, so... bit of post-game reflection, I definitely could have done that a lot better. I kind of forced the corpo a bit more, but honestly, every time I've forced it, even getting it late, it's very strong. Yeah, definitely not too bad. A lot of what I could have done better, but honestly, Oppo just seems really strong right now. I've tried Golden Ox a few times lately and it just has not gone well, even when I've gotten like a pretty ideal start. Which is a shame because it's very fun. I was hoping to get that Vi and roll a bit more at the start, because I had like 2-star Vi's pretty straight up. Yeah, I have noticed you kind of need to get that Graves free pretty quick. Which sucks because it is very fun. And that will go getting into the next game. That gave us a good amount of LP. Which hopefully we can get to gold 2 by the end of tonight. But we will see. We lost our first game trying to go Golden Ox. I didn't force the grave. I know what I did wrong in that game. Other than that, it seemed like it was an ideal game, perfect items and everything, but nothing you can do. I don't dislike going Enem as well. It is quite fun, but I do generally get up pretty high whenever I go Enem actually, so that could also be an option. Don't need to win it. You just need to get close sometimes. I feel like these games have been taking longer and longer to pop sometimes. Ah, there we go. I'm so happy I don't have a big headache like I did yesterday. Painful. Right, let's see what we've got here. Oh, 2 Briar skin. Very nice. Actually, that Lux one is one that I also really like as well. You have some skins and the portrait just looks really cool with them, and then in game they're like meh. Then you have some where the portraits just look terrible, but in game they look very good. I still find those full body ones a bit awkward though, just seeing them in game in general. The Warwick one, yeah. No, that's completely fair. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like whenever I'm going against the Warwick one, they're always flexing on me, just like posing. I'm always like, stop it. Stop aura farming off of me. I know I'm bad, stop it. It definitely is one of the cool ones. Do you normally do like the just a normal Warwick, or do you have the Arcana Warwick? I don't think there's any other ones, or what I've seen. Let's see what we can go here. Yeah. It's the Arcane one that I feel like always auraing on me. It definitely is lanky. To be fair, all the skins that they kind of ended up by doing off of that kind of get that bit of lanky treatment. At least the ones that like not humanoids. Or human. I mean, the street demon be appropriate. Not gonna really. I haven't done a street demon in ages after it fell off, but still a little bit viable. Come on, give me. I feel robbed whenever you kill one and just doesn't give you anything. I'm like, come on.
That really hurt.
Yeah, nothing good with the items. I was supposed to be buying a few of those. Actually, is it an enum?
We never stop.
That could be interesting. Yeah, that is standard for review. I guess I'll see what I get with the cards. I'm. Oh. I mean, straight up gold is always nice. I mean, I'm just gonna take that.
Time to start some trouble.
Okay. Not really too fast if I win or lose. Take a sec. A while. Moments. Look up on. Looks like much change. Haven't got like the initial loadout that I want, but it's definitely usable. Ooh. That could be interesting actually. I do like that though. I actually like all of these. Let's give that a try. Can't really say it's the best. I wouldn't mind a flicker blade. Got those. I hate the pattern that I've gotten though. I find this pattern always just makes best. Gunfire actually could. I'll keep it like it is right now. If I lose streak, it's not the end of the world. I also didn't scout again. I think I've just got to put an alert up whenever I get to that round. Just pops up on my screen, scout. I mean, I can use that if I can find the other. Who will just give me something on. Okay. Nothing contesting. Nothing contesting. That guy might be dangerous actually. Although he's being contested, so that's good. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. That's not ideal. So I am being contested. Which isn't good for an already above average board. I didn't see any enum there, so I could flex to an enum. I'm thinking might be my best bet. I mean, there is enough to go around for street team. Too many thoughts to. I mean, let's just grab this bow. It can be used for quite a few different things, regardless of what I'm going for. Feeling like Anna might actually be the play here. I'm not contested. I already have it that I can get it set up pretty quickly, at least in part of it. And that's a pretty good start. Okay. Let's just do this. Right, enemy it is. Not expecting it to give me any wins straight away, but building for it, hoping it will help me in the long. Don't have any of the good items though. I have all the components for the items, so that's. Daria, you come across now. So rude. I've let this roll. Blue streaking isn't inherently bad here. Don't need you anymore. Don't need visor. Could have been a level just then, which actually isn't important because I don't want to be winning. I just want to just barely lose. Doesn't look like I'm going to barely lose, or I'm definitely going to lose. I thought that artifact was really can be used on anybody in the. I mean, I have a few people who's definitely good on. I probably want to throw it on my 5-star. Don't know why, but I always blink. Yeah, definitely got to keep the streak. It was easily the one thing that probably made me start to actually improve in the game, was realizing about those streaks. Like, you can get a bit laxed on it with some of the builds in the past, but not anymore. It's very important. Can I use any of those items? I want that to change. You aren't usable, you aren't, you're good. You're actually... don't really need... just... if I keep that, I make it into... what? I feel like I make it into one more. For those. Bow is needed. Here is also nice, but I will just do this. I'm only really stacking it on Monday right now just because it's my best angle. We have 2 people win streaking. And yeah, I'm fine to break the lose streak at the moment. That's why I wasn't too fussed about that. Probably would have been best to keep it going for a few more rounds. That would very... that will actually be very good going later on. Yep. Most of my main people will be at the back anyway, so I want that. One too far. Looks like the highest person has been taken off of the board. Well, one of the highest people. Oh, yeah, I've been seeing a lot more cyber bosses lately. Pretty sure I did read somewhere in the patches that they did get bounced up in power level. Haven't seen that I've gone for one before though. I should probably look into that and put that into my repertoire of builds. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have won that last one then. I probably should have kept it going. I don't really. Fair enough. Level if I just hold one of them, but I want to at least get not too fussed. Yep, I should have kept on loose streaking back then, actually. That was my bad. I was a bit more oblivious to it than I wanted to. I tried to comfort myself into thinking that it was a strategic plan by starting the win. Self-reflection, that's probably the only good skill that League's actually taught me over the years. Although, the variety of swear words definitely can be quite useful, depending on what's going on. Well, at least with the cyber boss person, he has a few people contesting him. That's good. Nobody else I want, so I'm just going to go for this so I can use a few items with it. Not that I have anybody who can inherently use it well. But that is welcome. Actually, that's the one thing. I find whenever I go N, for some reason, I just find Vayne at the start. Even though that is kind of what you... Alawi I generally find easily, and then Vayne just disappears. Get to 8, then I'll start roll. And make this at least. Yeah, definitely the Leona before Vayne. Yeah, honestly, I either find Leona very quickly or just right at the end of pretty much the build. There's no in between with that lady, I find. Oh, Flicker Blade on it. I don't feel like he's using that to its fullest though. Okay, next couple of rounds. I don't say I've really got my board set up in any smart kind of way. This will kind of be our end form, what we're going for. Nothing too crazy. Renekton always found can be a bit of a wild card. Sometimes I can get him 2 and he just slaps, sometimes I can't. So I don't really fuss over building his items until I actually get him. Which can both be good and bad at the same time. Brand Ball was bouncing a bit slowly. And nobody's taken that top person off there. They've got a win streak for quite a while. They're going to be very dangerous. Ooh. Backing Zac is very good, actually. Don't inherently need the brand on the board, so I'll just have him. The left flag, nah, that's fair.
They need wisdom. They don't need deep.
That's a lot of items. Apparently, I mean, I want an AP later on. Let's just level the 8. I mean, there's the Vayne I wanted, so that's actually funny. I'm gonna let this just roll and actually think about my items. So I need a sword, so I get an Infinity Edge. Realistically, I need a few. It kind of sucks since we play at the higher ranks. You have the Switch servers and oh yeah? I did not know that. Items. How long? Oh my god. Okay. Do I really want to get to that skill level then? Actually, I can use that. As we'll start actually rolling. Do any more? I've not looked into what's the best for that actually. That's the one thing I've probably needed to look into for a while. I can use one of these items later on, so I will build it just for now, just so I don't get rid of it without thinking. Thinking I'm gonna roll. Oof. Okay, I do need to stop the bleeding. Yeah, no, that's fully fair. You'd think they would look into that and possibly just combine the servers at that point. Okay, what have I got? I've got to think about. I've got a Leona now, so that's not. Roll really quickly. Okay, I don't need the board. Let's just give Leona those items. I do want to hold on to that because I can use. What? Do that. Still a solid item, nothing bad about it. I can use the tier, so I'm just going to try to re-roll this bow into a sword. Actually, I just realized I could have used that glove as well for the Infinity Edge, so that probably was a bit more of a hasty thing than I wanted. I'm just getting low, so I'm starting to... Yeah. No, I can definitely see us not really having a high one. We kind of always fall into that category a bit more, especially since we're Oceania, and the only other places that I can think of would be... I don't know if they would have their own or not. I'd need to look into that. Damn it. To run faster for that. I guess I'll grab the glove. Yeah, I guess that's not something you don't really hear unless you're actually playing at that level, so that's actually quite interesting to know. Just imagine waiting around for a game that long and just... You would pretty much know everybody you run into as well at that level. That is not a sword. I mean, I technically can use that. Don't forget you're at a very dangerous point of dying. Thinking that was the right call. I could be wrong though. Need you... I'm one off of getting 7, which 7 is a good power. Same few people at the same time. At that point, you may as well just go into a Discord server and just... That way you can at least talk smack to each other as you're beating each other. Okay, good, good. I need my... Yeah, I'm gonna roll a little bit for it. To grab that, Zach.
Oh yeah, come on.
I'm gonna keep her for now on here, so I don't really... Probably not really worth it to force her out at that level, but it's also much more damage compared to what I was getting. So it should be fine. Having that Leona there tanking now is very nice. Once I can get her 2-star, that will definitely be critical. I am missing... Thinking I can probably do without... Damn, I like them both. Which one do you generally recommend? Tornadoes or the guns? Bunny guns?
That's how Anima Squad gets it done.
Need to try to get.
I must not fall.
I mean, why am I buying? I mean, I'll buy the Leonas since I keep on finding them, but imagine that Leona's 3 right now. I'm gonna roll down a bit. I'm not too fast. Yeah, I'm not going any further than that. Damn, no sword again. Oh, I just survived that. Okay, at this point I'm kind of just hoping to push into the top 5. Probably should have spent my time leveling a bit more. Alright. Yeah, leveling definitely would have been in. Damn. I also haven't been stacking the Zach while I've been doing that, so I've kind of wasted that potential. I need to keep hold of that. We did get a little bit of an upgrade in the last patch, I think. Oh, come on. Damn it. Ugh. Yeah, my brain kind of fuzzed out at the midpoint of that game, to be honest. Yeah. I find I either get her straight away or at the end. She's probably a little bit more of a Leona for me than Leona is for you. But it can be like that. Oh, I'm gonna take a brief break and then we'll get back hitting. I'm hoping I can at least get out of gold 3 now. I kind of got up to gold very quickly after I started actually doing stuff properly, and then have plateaued a little bit. But that's because I'm also trying to figure out how to learn a bunch more of my mechanics, like gold management, when to actually figuring out what the different meanings for like fast 8s and everything is. So before I was seeing that, I was like, oh yeah, I know what that means. But yeah, but no, we'll take a quick break and I'll be back. All right, we are back a little bit earlier than expected, but that's all good. I hope that everyone had enough time to get a drink, maybe a little snack, do any other business that they needed. All right, I do see your 2 messages, Valencia. I do believe that's how you pronounce it, before I left. And yeah, I do definitely understand that. I have tried to pay more attention to rolling down when I need to, or at certain points. I do find that I try to hold myself at a 50 gold a little bit too much. That is definitely one of the hardest mechanics I've definitely found for myself to learn. The part of my brain just wants to stay at that 50 gold because I'm like, well, I'm earning 2 extra gold, rolling down to 30 or rolling down further. This feels like a waste because it takes ages to build back up, it feels like. I definitely need to probably pay more attention to what I get at the beginning, because some of them gives out a lot of gold, so you can probably buy down a lot quicker, and then you know that you're going to stack up gold a lot quicker. But yeah, it's definitely hard to say sometimes. Well, not really, obviously, because people have mastered it, but yeah. So we'll queue up another game and we'll see how we go. Might try to force another corpo just for the sake of it. Seems like it works. Good, me just had to add a little bit of a cough. Guess I must have eaten those snacks a little bit too quickly. Gone down the wrong windpipe. Oopsie daisy. That is what we call echo, and we don't want that. Alright. Yeah, these 2 minute queues are already painful enough. Couldn't imagine having an hour or a 2 hour long one. That would be... I imagine as you're climbing up the ranks, it would just start getting slower and slower a few times. Yeah, because you're getting into more of the echelon of less and less people. See, that does make sense. There we go. No, I guess that person didn't want that game. I don't blame them. I didn't want him in my game either. They're probably a smurf. Ugh. I do not know why, but when I first saw that shark, I just thought that it might have been... I just thought it was a Hitler stash. Just in the corner of my eye, I saw it, I was like, Hitler shark. I don't know if I would even be allowed to do that skin, actually. Well, that'll be an interesting gin. We have 2 gins, actually. Fancy pantses. Wonder if they're... Wait a minute. These diamonds... They must be doing real bad if they're showing up in my game. I don't know whether to be scared or amused. At least I do believe that's the diamond I order. Like that Jana one will probably... The worst thing I feel since I've climbed up ranks, I get intimidated because everyone else has such cool looking and I'm just stuck with my ninja pony. Alright. What do we got here? Aurelian Soul. Phase 4's NPC round is replaced. They're re-rollable. Okay, I do like that. I do like that. If I can get to that, that'll be good. Let's see what we can go. All right, what are you gonna give us?
They shall not ignore us so easily.
Hmm. Not sure.
Such a busy world.
Yeah. I mean, I go for here. Item-wise, let's have. I mean, I do actually have a pretty decent. No, I don't have a decent. I do have a really good street demon base. Is this really telling me to go street demon again? Give me that grid pattern, I guess. Street demon. Eh? That really what we've scooped to? Haven't found a single Vi, which is also unfortunate.
So much more to see.
Items ain't good. Hmm. You know what, let's just see what. Just do that. Okay. Street demon it is. Street demon it is. Okay, street demon. Have it here. Probably combo that bruiser at least with some Mundo. Could actually level that. That's the best I'm gonna be able to do for the moment. Might have just sold somebody I want. Well, let's pull this up. Street demon. Had you just go? I abandon you, but I will not abandon you this shot. Even though items aren't really good. I do want to combo her with it. So right now. Okay, I can accept that loss. I guess I probably should lose streak this from here on. Okay, so I'm gonna want you, so it's fine selling you. Technically, I would want that instead on the.
Such a busy.
Not inherently too fast about winning. And I want to lose. I want to lose gracefully, which is a little. See, these people who have actual ones, they're always just aura farming on people. Like, look at that. Disgusting. That's what I'm talking about. Full art, bloody people. Think that they're better than us.
My friend.
I might accidentally start winning if I do that, to be honest. I have no good items for the build yet, so I don't want to try to win. Go there, that puts her into a dangerous position, so she should die, but she should still be able to put enough damage out to actually be useful. I don't need the emblem on anybody, so I'll just let it all sit, let these roll out. Actually should have scouted as well, just make sure there's no street demons going for it. Which even if there is, I'm going to stick with it this time and force it out. Okay, come on, kill him, and that's all you need to do. Okay, I was hoping to at least kill him. Damn it. He's just farming gold off me by the looks of it. My brain is not working right now. Who do I want? Damn it. Damn it. Okay, let's just go that. Okay, that was my own badge. Jinx was actually good, but why did he go for Jinx? He is not going straight demon. He just wanted the components. Okay. As for that, let's have a quick look. Nobody else is going straight demon. Good. Looks like there's a few people contesting a few, like an enum just there, so that's going to be interesting. I don't need her, so I'll sell her and just get that item. Okay, item combos that I can do right now that I will need later on. Yep. That will be good, so I'm just... This can be used for items that I need. Mainly looking at the flicker right there. And the sword can definitely be used for Gojins, which is just inherently good. Another fist. A fist would be good as well, and a rod. So I'm going to be trying to hopefully stack on the... Although getting damage items like Infinity Edge and that for... Her naming. Samara? Yeah, Samara is definitely ideal. Okay. I like that they've got the tornado to leave. Damn, what's up with all this anim? Pretty sure other people would want that really badly, but I'm just here like, you get away from me. Yep. Yeah, I'll level up next run. I'll be at least over 40 gold. I'll see where I'm sitting after this next round. I need to get a Jinx and have her firing. Yeah, stacking that Jinx until I get some arrow will probably be one of my strongest sections. I don't want to get anywhere lower than 50 gold before I start actually winning. These guys, they're just aura farming. Enum. Why? When I'm not... I don't need you. Alright, that should... help. I think a LeBlanc is good as well to combo with a few. Alright, good. I got a rod, so I can combo that. Don't need those guys, so that'll get me to my raking point. Oh, sweet items. Chance to drop gold after that. Okay, let's focus on the level. Items that will be good. I think Infinity Edge is just slightly better though. Like, who would have created 2 items instead of... Don't need rage. Don't need... Nothing else is... A lot of good components, but nothing else is ideal at least. Yeah, but I don't expect to be winning the next few rounds. That guy's going straight demons as well, isn't he? He's already got the brand. Yep, he was the one who ran for the... Damn. Oh, that's what I get for not scouting, but that's alright. I'll just fight him over it. I can have an extra person on the board. I need to actually think about who that would want that to be. Ideally something. Oh, I do really like that actually. No, I'm doing that. Gonna
Such a
use
busy
that.
world. Such a busy
To
world.
just level and roll,
No one underestimate Nico.
which is very, very nice. In it's super, but I'm just gonna huddle in this corner like a little scared mouse. Thought that was the case. Doable well. She can combo and pretty much roll her into. I don't need. And Blank would get me close to 3. Okay. Shouldn't click my tongue like that, should I? Nothing viable at the moment. No. Nothing about don't need. Okay, so that's gonna be good. Give her this. Put her actually in the full corner. Already got one of those, so I don't need that. I could do that. That could be quite interesting. That. A lot of AD teams though. Damn. I would like to hold it for Warmogs. Warmogs is quite nice for holding on to a lot of items like this can kind of be the thing that gets me killed sometimes. What the hell kind of attack was that? Wait, is this like a Godzilla map? That is really cool. Okay, I don't want brand. Now I technically can't get to, even with what I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. I need one more and I can actually get to the 10. Doing it that way. This. Yeah. That gives me brand.
Step right up.
Don't want to do any more. Brand could item. I mean, realistically, I have no items. Ooh. I could have made a few items that I wanted actually. Gloves are actually very important. I should probably keep that in mind for this build. It's been so long since I've actually done Street Demon. Because I was holding on to that for Warmog, so might have just shot myself in the foot. Sorry for silence there, I was deep into thought. Just see how that goes. What was I just in my role? I think that I don't need that on the field, so let's do that. Now, she doesn't need to exist anymore. Technically, who would be good. Would be like, I guess a 3-star. Zach would be good for that. Zach's a solid 3-star. I reckon, well, 3-star. 5 cost. Rage on Jinx would be good, but I really don't need a rage later on. No, I can use too many options. Too many options. Why am I even stacking them? I'm not. So that's just a no. Ran that. Okay, let's just buy that. I should get enough gold here to roll back up to that level. Damn it. Don't want want you, don't need you. Weapon wise, already have that. Will do. Technically you go on there as well. That's usable. That's usable. Should probably about doing a little bit of. Okay, I won't do any more rolling until I can get a Zac on the board, just bouncing around. Rather haven't got another Jinx actually. That's really unlucky. If I get another card, I would like something to help me level up, because I'm gonna need to be like at 10 here, because I'm hoping. Yeah, I should be able to get another. I think it's a spatula. Yeah, I should be able to get a spatula, but I don't want to use up that rod that I've got. No, that's not how this is going. The end of the world, but not needed. That can actually be quite usable. Do that. Possibly could have had something better under it. But inherently, no, I didn't need that brand. I actually did good by bypassing him. I should have had the Zac out in the field. What am I doing? I need another Jinx. Like, she's still doing good, but I still need another Jinx. Nah, you need to die. I need your straight demons. You're the reason why I don't have any more Jinx. Speaking of Jinx.
Stands for Jinx?
Let's do this. That is good. That gives me a good level with here. What am I looking for? At Yumi? Really? Really? Yumi? Who could I get instead of Yumi? No, I just want Yumi. Alright. Okay. Put me as surprised, I guess. I don't know why I saw them dropping gold and I ran out for their gold. I'm like, yeah, gold. Um, best I can get. I technically can make a pretty good item for brand if I use it, but I want to keep this not attached to anybody. Second, but I know I can get a spatula. I believe I can get a spatula. Stop aura farming on everyone. Alright. Other than that, I can make some pretty decent items, but not. I don't want to. Let's swap them around for now. Not do another one. Should have had Zach on the field. Keep on failing with that. Keep on forgetting that I want to be stacking the Zach blob. I kind of wish that if you just had him in general it would do it, but I do understand like it's good having it there, having the skill ceiling a little bit. Not good with my tank items actually. Could be bad because I kind of need my backline to not get touched. Which I mean is still working. I think we might be able to get a 10 Street Demons. This is actually a very insane grouping. Okay. Just needed one more to get that ult. And that's nothing more than I want. But realistically, stacking the Zac blobs, I don't think he's even going to be on my field, to be honest. I need the other two non-people. Definitely need to level up a bit quick, but rolling is leveling me, which honestly is just brilliant. Oh, that choke ass. I need that Zari to die on the side. There we go. Okay, I can take the choke ass when that happens. Beautiful. What's that sound on this stage? I like it. Okay. This is where we want to get. I think we can get one, aren't we? Or have I made a terrible mistake? Maybe I've made a mistake. Yeah. Okay. Thought I could. Okay, okay. I guess so. Oh, it's a pen, so I can. I can't do. Not a pan. Just need a spatula. Just a spatula. On. Damn it. Damn. I was on the brink of greatness. Alright. Okay, I'll wait for the carousel before I do anything too drastic. Yeah, I spent a lot of gold rolling down there, which wasn't good. I probably should have gone for a spatula and hoped for a re-roller, which also isn't really viable, actually. Why am I holding on to this? There isn't any particular reason. Let's just throw that on there. Okay. The death here is fine. I did like the win streak, but That Lux is kind of going powerhouse. Actually, I can't lose much more anymore, to be honest. I would like to roll. Feel like I should roll a little bit. Yeah, I've got to do this. It'll be good with the items. Yeah, this is good. Damn, I should have rolled a bit hard. That was very unlucky not to get the spatula show up there. I'm hoping that a spatula shows up in the carousel. Although I need to actually survive then to actually... Oh, and get an ult off. Good, good. That Rango actually did God's work just then. Good, good. Oh, he is higher health than me, so he's praying for me to die right now. Okay, that's definitely giving me a bit of a power boost. There's no more people that I need to get inherently. That's good. Sell those. Okay, I'm just gonna let this next one roll. Okay, I wanted that Rengar just one to the left, but I feel like that change up will help me. If I got that Rengar one to the left, I reckon that would have been the difference. So I want him to jump into the back line. That being said, this is still going good. Still going good. Okay, no it's not. Okay, giants. I need to get a giant for him. That show is going to be terrifying. Yeah, a few people did get knocked out there. Managed to make it to the carousel. Damn it. Okay, that is not what we wanted to see. Yeah. We had a dream. That dream is now squashed. Great Deeming 10. Not going to be happening to us today. Which would have been spectacular. But that is alright. Do this for right now. That'll do. Feel like they're in a decent ass position that that's interesting. Garen too. Okay, I'm gonna die here. Goodbye, Cruel Cruel World. I thought I had so much potential with that one. I kind of squandered it. That was a very good call. I feel like, yeah, hitting that 10 was what I had to push for. I just couldn't do it. We go for one more. A little bit on the fence about it. I'm gonna step away for a moment. Actually, let's start. I will go for one more. I'll get the game to start popping as well. You hear me trip over everything is because the game pops and I'm running back. All right, and we are back. Anything strange happen while I was gone? No? Okay. I believe you. Actually, I have seen a couple of these stages now while going through the selection. So actually buying one of these wouldn't be bad because I've seen this one actually looks pretty cool. I haven't really seen that one, and that one kind of speaks to me a little bit more, really. Like just the general look. But I want to be able to see that. And from what I've seen of that one, I'm pretty sure they're eyeballs, which I do like. I think I have seen that one. It's like, I don't know, I'm still very on the fence about them. I really wish you could see a proper preview of them, and if you can, I am very stupid. Just accept it. Okay? Capiche? I was trying to think of other ways to say that in other languages, but I did not think of it, so just accept it. Alright, hula hoop and cat. Lovely. A moo. Ah, we have another aura farmer on our hands. Oh, all of them prismatic. Yes. What should we be going for this run? Wouldn't mind trying to end it on a corpo. We'll see what we get. Corpo is pretty fun. A nanite could be interesting. Not really. Do that. But I can possibly go a straight demon. I haven't got anything for the corpo if I wanted to go at the moment. To be fair, it's only been one little roll. So not the end of the world. Items aren't looking too good for it either. I mean, doesn't really matter at this second. Yeah, I have nothing for what I was thinking of forcing. Cool. Gave me nothing. Oh my god. Those are both really good. I don't know which one's classified as better. I think this one's classified as better because you get to roll while you're also leveling, but this one gives me a massive level lead. I'll do this one. I feel... Actually, I feel like that might combo really well. Feel like that might combo really well with Golden Ox. Oh, I don't know yet. Because I'll be constantly rolling, but also buying a key at the same time, which could be dangerous because I could roll out of my. I don't have any of the items for it. That's unfortunate that separated damages. Looks like I'll win it though. Good, he's printed me a few gold now. Good. Maybe this is the way to go. Alright, let's try. Okay, this might end terribly. Let's try the golden again. I have no reason not to do this. Okay. I had no reason not to roll then. It gives me... Well, there's a few reasons, but I can get him stacking. It is an item that is technically usable as well. But... I don't know if it's usable for graves right now. Probably should have just done it. That jinx was a firing Hercules. Okay, that's really good. Alright, that's the best I'm gonna get. I could probably do that. Will give me at least a little bit. And I'm trusting them to print me enough gold to not make that a poor decision. I was talking about not going Street Demon, now I'm just seeing Street Demon. That one's a nice one as well, but this one's good. That other XP one was real though, so really on the fence about what was a good idea. Oh, come on, I need you to at least print me one before you die, please. That was my own bad. Oh well. Could be lose streaking, so I'm gonna win. No, item wise, I would want a sword. No sword. A rod. No rod. A glove. No glove. Another one of these. That was terrible. Everything I wanted was just gone. Like, no. Like, are they listening to the stream? They shouldn't be. I'm not that well known enough. If at all. Aha. That's what we call dark humor. Wait. No. Eh. Yes. Let's just go with that. Just accept it. Okay. I'm pretty fine to get a few more losses under the belt. I got this ticked. I'll have it. I don't want to do any rolling just yet. I do want to get my economy into a little bit of a stable position before I just wreck it by my constant rolling. That's a cool theme, the Momo one. A Mumu, not a Momo, a Mumu. Oh. Okay.
I love a challenge.
That can definitely combo well. Yeah, I'm still just waiting for... I think I'm still weak enough to die to most people. Yeah. Nobody's going for... Wait, just saw a golden... Then it was up myself. Yeah, I wigged out myself. Nothing to worry about there. Sucks I got locked on Skarner. I reckon I could have killed a few more of the back line. That's alright, lose streaking is good. That's what you have to tell yourself. Nah, it is legitimately good. I should have enough power to kill these guys. Mondo will be going soon. I'll just throw that on him just in case. Alright, those people are scouting at the moment. Okay. Nothing usable. Technically, she is usable, but I don't think I need her anymore. It would have been nice earlier on. Okay, good, a sword. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Don't need... No. I will put that on him just in case. I'm gonna wait for the next this before I do anything more direct. I think I have enough to... Actually, I'm not... I would prefer to probably lose, actually. Right now, so I'm not too fussed about it. I've only really just hit to the threshold. But if I win, it's also not going to be the end of the world. Probably won't win with that Graves. Okay, no, it looks like I will. Good man, Chaco. Sorry, I'm just holding my breath right now because I'm like, wait, is he going to win? There we go. That's what we wanted. That's an interesting combination that's on him. Ooh. That's not bad. Ooh. That's good, but not needed, because I don't need to try to hit 6. This is good though. That's actually really good. I want both of them. I think this is more important. That's more, because I don't need to try to hit a 6. I was very tempted to go. Okay, that's good. Okay. I feel like not taking that was the smarter option. Going for this will just... Yeah, that'll just help my free cost champions a lot. I have literally just 3 of them that will be on my finalized board. Right. And lose Mondo at this point. I don't technically need him on the board, although he brings a lot of... I'll keep him on the board. Not really at any item thresholds at the moment. I'm mainly just holding out for Bloodthirster. Be the best next item. Which I've already got that component on him, so... We want to be win streaking now. Oh, that's actually a nice character model. That would be cool to get. She doesn't have the... Well, actually, no, I'm not on her map, so she very well could have the companion dragon map. We're on the carousel now. What do we want? Nothing that is here. Item-wise, then. We want items. That would have been good. I'll take the sword then. Please don't grab that Vex. Thank you very much. I will be taking that Vex because it is actually usable. And it's got a beautiful item as well. It's all coming up peachy. Can't really throw Vex straight on the board yet, but needed. Okay, let's just roll. Good, give me more graves.
Topple their forces.
Shouldn't have done that last roll. I thought that was an XP roll. Is needed. Let me read that again just to make sure. Buy XP costs 1 less. Gain 2 health. And 2 free rolls whenever you level up. I have made a terrible mistake. I thought that it was the other one. That explains a lot. Alright. That explains a lot. That's right. I can still catch up. I can still catch up. Yeah. That's really bad of me. That is really bad of me. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. Probably should have chose the other one then. About it that way. Vex, you will be going onto the board at one point, but do I go on the board straight away? No. Sell you? Probably. Am I gonna sell you? No. That is the exact thought process that my mind is having right now. There. The other item. I do want that also on it. That's just inherently good with him, stopping him from getting stunned. Giving that little bit of extra attack speed as well. Yeah, they should be able to print me at least 1 more gold here. Good, he got into the back line. Print me 1 gold. Instead, print me 1 gold. There we go. 1 gold. That's all I needed. Yeah, I wasted a lot of time there rolling instead of leveling it because I thought I had a different one. That's different augment. Augment. That's the way. That's how you say it, right? Augment. Kind of shot myself in the foot there. I'll wait until this before I roll down. Well, before I level down. Okay. Give me love. Actually, if that's actually some good items. Hmm. Okay. That will be good. I don't want to use those rerolls just yet. Next round I'll level down as well and I'll be at 7 and then I can comfortably roll for a little. That's probably the best thing that we're looking at doing. And now to think about it, I can get her a pretty good item as well already, so I should do that. I need to get my graves 3 or else I'm cooked in this round. I'm probably not gonna. I'll probably go below 5. Maybe. No. Okay, now I'm gonna go this. We're gonna see what we can.
Got a whole lot of ugly in my sights.
Interesting. Wait, does that mean I could do this? Oh. I don't know if that was the item I wanted to upgrade, but I reckon that is going to become fire. That could actually be very, very... Yeah, I would need to look into like what items are actually best to upgrade in that situation. But considering that Darix is his best item, that just... it should just make him cracked. So that actually is probably helped me out a lot as well. Oh.
Light becomes hope.
Okay, let's go. No more rolling from... Okay. That puts me into a decent position. I have still 5 graves to go. Yeah, 5 graves to go until I'm at 3, but that extra stack should give me a pretty good power buff. What? That person is either disconnected or rage quit out. Hard to say what. Guess I can use this time just to have a quick out. Some people have chosen some pretty interesting augment. I feel like I've gotten a very ideal level. I mean, the graves. Yeah, I'm not going to get the graves. Why did he grab the graves? I need to look at him. It's possible that he was just going for the sword. Who is he? Yeah, I think he was just going for the sword. So that's good.
Light becomes hope.
Okay.
This is gonna tickle. I love a challenge.
Okay. That's really good. Okay. Over to... I don't want to swap items over. Damn it.
Got a whole lot of ugly in my sights.
Okay. That was a pretty good roll down. I mean, do I want... Oh, that's going to be actually later on. This guy's actually going to probably be a little bit terrifying. That's alright. Printed out a decent amount of money. And Zed can kind of stop the fire of that. Okay. Want to get this chick 3. I get him 3. I get Graves 3. Graves 3 is looking like the most populist one. I'm going to swap the items around even though it's a bit premature. Just because I feel like he has enough time to pop off with those items. Once I get a few more item components, I might end up by swapping the bow onto him as well, because there is another item that I can make. Well, another few, but I also wouldn't mind stacking this guy up with... especially considering who I've seen I'm going to be versing. Oh. What was that? Oh, 14. Ugh. That's gross.
Light becomes hope. Light becomes hope.
Topple their forces.
Too fussed about that. That's not good. That's not good. I'm so sorry, Vex. It was the only Vex I have, so it's probably not the best thing in the world. Is there even anything else? Oh. Accept that as lost cause. That a lost cause. That's not good. That's really not good. Maybe I should have. He popped up so many times, but it was the same one. I can feel it in my bones. Or was it the same one? That's the real question. I couldn't have made any good item with that. I couldn't have any good item with that. The sword to make need that, but alright, let's try rolling again. Perfection. Alright. I kind of accidentally got him full get up. Quite interesting. That is also quite interesting. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm in a pretty interesting situation. I do need to get this guy 2 stars so he can actually have a bit more health, be putting out some more, but he's now putting out some pretty big numbers. If he didn't just die there, if he was a little bit higher, he would have been good. I've also got to make sure that this guy doesn't counter me. No. Just no. I don't want to let this... It'd be fine to lose a couple more rounds. It's scheduled to be versing. I probably should have moved everything onto the left side there. Moving him onto the left is a bit dangerous because it puts him into a bit of a less situation. I'm fine with that stun going off where it is. Him attacking her will help him take that stun out, so it shouldn't be able to fire too much. Okay, I'm dead. I should probably move all of his items on the Hearth considering that she's pretty stuck. He could probably be firing actually. I feel like that's literally the only thing there. There's no items that I want out of that list. Not for anybody. I'll kind of just throw this item just randomly onto her, I guess. Good probably. We burst. Need to try to roll. Gonna be having. Not that he's being usable at the moment. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. Yeah, I'm only 2 off of that guy going 3. I feel like I need to focus on leveling for right now so I can get some value out of this Vex zone. I didn't think I was versing this chick again. That's not good. Didn't notice her. Nah. Looks like we're gonna go bottom of the table. And let's just him on there. I mean,
I love a challenge.
damn it. All right, that's the best I'm gonna get. Probably could have actually looked at who I was versed and positioned as well. Well, there Zach's gonna hurt me. But I think that change that I did was good. Yeah, getting the tank items on Zach probably would have been a good idea. Yeah, put that guy... Okay, that guy's been put out of his misery. Hopefully a few more people will be. On. Yep. Okay. It's something. Haven't got items for him, but it's something. Zach getting the 2-star would also be good, but I had to sell him. So, whether I actually get it. Completely different map. We'll see what item we get from him. That can actually be quite usable. Let's just roll for these Zach blobs. And if we happen to find a Zach. Okay. Not much more we can do with that. I guess I could have moved that item actually over to Zach. That would probably more usable. Alright, that was a good matchup. Okay. Looks like we managed to push ourselves possibly into the 5th position. Oh. I pretty much stopped thinking about stacking that, which is very bad, but I'm at a pretty decent level for it. Which I probably shouldn't have just done that. What I just did, but we accept this at this point. I will be versing these guys. There we go. That's a good matchup against them, I reckon. Oh, that bagger though. Okay, that might not be the best. And my Graves got stuck on their tank. Oh, that bagger just disintegrated me. I'm done. That's as far as this story goes. Hopefully I lost less than that other guy, so I get to the 4th. That's a pretty fire destruction. I lost by 10. Yep, 4th place. Alright. Nothing I can complain about, to be honest. That wasn't too bad. But that will be our last one that we do for today. Not a bunch of good games. I did not climb at all in LP. I'm pretty sure I'm negative 40 at the moment, so not the best thing in the world. Definitely have learned some more things. There was a few points there where I was going very good, but then I got flustered because I got a lot of items. I was like, what items are ideal? What do I need to keep? What can I build into something just to use? And then it went downhill pretty fast. I also weren't not rolling, so I was not utilizing my gold that well. And we did have a lovely person coming into chat, and he did help us out a bit. Would try to announce your name right now, but trying to read that, yeah, let alone announcing that name, is honestly not the best idea right now because I will say it wrong. But yeah, I hope that everyone had a lovely time. If you did, please drop a follow and have a lovely day and stay safe.